Alright, good morning gamers, and welcome back to the random talk that's not so random, right? Last time I talked a little bit about how, Nina Lynn is unbanned. That's a whole nother situation by itself. And then we have FaZe Clan. Yes, FaZe Clan leaving, right? Before I talk about that, we're gonna do insanity mode with no mods. Yes, it's many so I can unlock the rest of this bullshit, right? And I think the gun we're gonna use for this is gonna be the auto shotgun, to be honest. But yeah, so FaZe Clan has disbanded, or at least the streamer side has disbanded. I don't know what it really means for the esports, like I said before. Ooh, this may be clutch. And I'm not gonna lie, look, if you don't know, in my videos I try to keep everything as cordial and respectful. That's why I don't really try to call a curse or say, say nigga or anything like that. Like, if you come from me saying nigga, bro, like if anybody, you should know that everyone says it, okay? Everybody says it. If you listen to the music, you say it, right? Like, it's just that simple. But I think the funniest one I saw today is Bruce Drop 'Em Off. If you don't know who Bruce Drop 'Em Off is, he's a black content creator, gone through a lot of controversies because of the shit he says. But at the end of the day, he was reacting to Black Boy Max, right? And he was like, no one gives a fuck, nigga. No one gives a fuck. I'm gonna repeat it again. No one gives a fuck, nigga. And look, I'm not kind of one of those people who are like, okay, clearly in my mind, clearly there's people who care, right? Like there's fans and stuff like that, fanatics, right? But that may have been the most real response, right? Like, as much as I do cover these dramas and stuff, it's like, how much do I really care? Not too much. Like, after like 72 hours, they kind of just get blown over and no one gives a fuck anymore, right? Like, it's, it's just how life has been like this forever, right? But me trying to give respect for these individuals is like, I try to sit there and be like, I can understand where they're coming from, right? If you look at Asvigo's take, it's kind of the same thing. It's just like, like I can understand where they're coming from, right? Like it's not like their opinion is completely invalid, right? It's just we may not really care that much, but might as well farm some views off of it, right? And understand, and it's not like we don't understand. So. But for this entire FaZe situation, it's probably been the funniest shit ever, right? Like, look, I just still agree with FaZe Banks. I think FaZe Banks has a good point. Like he like, look, it's not to be like, oh well, none of these people were successful. That's like, I think in my last video I kind of was like, giving off the impression that they were never like successful without FaZe or something. No, like I knew they were successful. It's just, being part of FaZe was a catalyst. Like that's why I tried to make that like reference to like, the music industry and how like technically, yeah, like, your independent artist is popular as fuck, but like him joining a record label just boosts everything, right? Because it's just resources that you don't have, right? Like the resources you can't pay for. So as far as I feel about like I said before, it's kind of going to see like what happens to these people in the next couple of years, if they're gonna still retain the same popularity or if anybody gonna still give a fuck about them at that time, which is like probably not, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of people were not like before FaZe. I don't think a lot of people gave a fuck about them, and then like really. give a fuck about them like in the same way we do now. Like we have hella clips and all this other shit. Like before, like it was like clips, but not clips we really give a fuck about. But going back to what I was saying, okay. The situation is entirely fucking hilarious, bro. Like, it's oh my god, Bruce drop him off is so fucking funny, bro. Just, I don't give a fuck, nigga. No one gives a fuck, nigga. FaZe Banks was releasing some text messages between him and you know, and Blackboy Max, right? And I think this is kind of the flaw of the character being like, you know, trying and be like kind of this savior hero thing, right? Is that you really can't just save people who just don't really care, you know? I think that's like the biggest flaw of being trying to be the hero. I agree with Asmongold that like if FaZe Banks wants to look like he failed everything, you're kind of like wrong. You succeeded in everything. You made a brand bigger than what it was before, on the biggest comeback of his probably as an org, without like, you know, esports alignment, right? You did that, right? Like that's the honest truth. You did that. You definitely was able to convince a whole bunch of business people and investors to invest into it, which they did, and yada yada yada. But I mean, I think what FaZe Banks is apologizing for now is like being caught that he said nigga, right? I don't know if he said the hard R, right? Like I don't know the entire context, but him saying nigga, right? And this is what I was going to talk about in the beginning of the video, where it's just like, you know, everybody says it. Everybody has said it, or said it in their brain at least. You may have not said it out loud, but you've said it in your brain. You know why? Because there's probably somebody in life who has said nigga to you, and you're in your brain, you probably repeated that same word, but you just didn't, you know, like as a person, you just know that you just won't say it back because of like, you know, especially because of your skin tone and complications, all that. You know, this dude is highly aggressive. Oh, well, that is because of this insanity, right? Holy bro. Hold on. Oh my god, Matrix. Right? And you know, FaZe Banks was talking about it like he said, I thought it was just, you know, like we were being boys being boys, right? And I completely understand where he's coming from, to be honest. I'm gonna be real with you. I keep, when I stream on Twitch and on Kick, I keep my Discord kind of like fucking muted because of the amount of outlandish shit that my friends say. So like, and I'm not the type of person to respond with the same outlandish shit because I know like I know the implications, right? You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people say nigga, bro. It's just a lot of people say nigga. It's part of society. As long as you're not like, I think the other thing that, like, if you're a black person who's being really offended by like a white person saying nigga, like, I'm gonna be real with you. You need to grow the fuck up. Like, no one really cares. This made me kind of crazy. It's like almost a burst without a burst, right? Yeah. It's like you gotta grow up, man. Like it's like it's really not that serious if you're like a black person trying to take offense to the word nigga in this day and age. Why do I say that? Is because it's like, unless they're using it against you like negatively, like bro, like like, let's put it this way: if we collectively as society said that nigga was okay to say, everybody be using it. and no one's gonna give a fuck. It's just that we deem that some sort of derogatory terminology, because we also have, you know, curse words being derogatory terminology, and we don't fucking sit there and try to condemn people for using fuck and shit like that. And like I said, people say this shit behind doors anyways. Okay, this is not me trying to tell you if you see this video to start going say the N-word to try to desensitize people to it. You know, that was not my fault. But yeah, I guess Fangs is being called out for that by the FaZe clan. Or I am, well, probably just Blackboy Max. Let's be real, it's probably just gonna be Blackboy Max. And it's just like no one really gives a fuck. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to be like I said, most of my times in these videos, I try to keep it very respectful. I try to not really do, like, have that kind of expression. But, like, if I want to be more real, no one gives a fuck, Blackboy Max. What other issues was there? I don't remember. Like, I haven't really looked at all the apology videos and stuff like that, because it's like, I don't know. It's the situation is kind of like ridiculous if you really think about it, right? Like, the situation is too funny. Like, I haven't looked at Jason the memes. I've seen a bit of like I said, I've seen a bit of like stable Ronaldo's, right? Like, honestly talking about it. And I think stable Ronaldo's telling the truth when he's talking about, like, I've been a FaZe of, you know, for like 12 years, from, you know, for, you know, since 2012 or some shit like that, right? I mean, like, bro, like, a lot of people was fans of FaZe since 2012. Like, if you really think about this, like, who was doing the most amount of, like, or farming trick shots ever? It was FaZe. It was always FaZe. Like, even if you don't believe it, it was always FaZe. Okay, and everybody wanted to be part of FaZe. I mean, bro, like, I remember I was a kid, I wanted to become part of FaZe, right? I thought, like, yo, like, if I can get good at quick scoping, I can make it into, like, FaZe Clan or something, right? I don't remember if I actually submitted anything to FaZe Clan. I feel like I did at some point in my life. Well, clearly it didn't fucking go anywhere, right? Like, the only other person I was really popular for when it comes down to a trick shotting community was Pomage, Optic Pomage, which I think he was he part of FaZe first? No, he was part of Optic, I believe, first, before he became part of FaZe, and then went back to being part of Optic. I don't know what he does right now. I think he still does trick shotting and quick scoping. He was like Optic, like Pomage was like the person who really inspired me. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Pomage was really the person who kind of inspired me to do quick scoping in video games. I'm not gonna lie. I would never regret that decision. I think that made my entire career of, like, playing Call of Duty so much more fun, is quick scoping, and then also quick scoping on fucking people or tryhards, right? And then I'm complaining about, bro, the gun is a one-tap gun, bro. The gun is a one-tap gun, bro. You have 30 bullets, my G. On top of it, I have to hit the first shot. If I miss the first shot, cooked. It's over. It's all over. Okay? Like, let's be real. Stop acting like quick scoping is like what ruined Call of Duty. Quick scoping was like the least worrisome. You know what ruined Call of Duty? Map design. Yo, why won't they even approach any are they, is it because of the trees? I think it's because of the trees, which is funny. Yeah, stop acting like quick scoping is what ruined Call of Duty, bro. What ruined Call of Duty was fucking map design, bro. It wasn't even like gun balance. Gun balance is whatever, right? Because Call of Duty has always had ass gun balance. But, like, we can't keep a complaining about gun balance every fucking year. It's literally just the fact that the map design sucks, bro. Like, Battlefield 6's map design sucks. How do I always come back to Battlefield 6? This is what happens when you're a Battlefield fanboy, bro. Call of Duty map design just sucked ass, bro. Like, I was sick of tired of playing these garbage ass maps every fucking time. And then what do we always come back to? Like, you wanna know what we always come back to? Shipment, Nuketown, 24/7. And bro, they be acting like, yo, we don't really, we really don't like wanna like keep on doing this. But guess what? You keep on doing it anyways. In fact, you should have just done what Infinite Warfare did and took Rust and redid Rust a little bit. That's what you should have done. Just took an OG map like Nuketown and redid it and advertised it as not being what it was clearly based off of. I think I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna lie. I low-key, like, I find myself in these dying situations every time. And I can't tell if it's because I take so much damage or that I just get no fucking health back. But then again, I can't even, like, boom. Alright. Yeah, Call of Duty with these trash-ass map designs, bro. What was I saying? Oh yeah, FaZe Clan, right? FaZe Clan, Call of Duty, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I think the situation is becoming like, it's almost becoming like any other ordinary Twitch drama where it's like, okay, it starts out pretty serious and then over time like the more you gather evidence, the more you realize how fucking like absolutely ridiculous is. Am I at the final boss? I am. The fuck? Oh, I've been here for 16 minutes already. Holy fuck. This is definitely gonna be a long video. I might should I end it on this fucking boss? I don't know. Right? It's just like a lot of like I don't know, like FaZe Banks. I mean, you're 34 years old, my G. You need to kind of tee the fuck up and kind of stop being like, yo, this is my fault. Nah, bro. Like, look, bro, you gotta be like Asmongold, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Asmongold stopped listening to these haters like, I don't know, like what, 5 years ago, bro. I do like no damage to this motherfucker, bro. I also don't have that good of a setup. Actually, maybe if I... Okay. Well, this is not the setup I was looking for. Ooh, I'm pressing all kinds of keys. Can I get some health back, brother? Bro, I hate, like, I absolutely hate this boss so much, man. Like, it's probably one of the most annoying bosses in this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I don't have an increased grenade damage either, so it's like these staggers are gonna take 7 years. Like, look at this. It's like a race against, like, bro, like I can't dodge that when he's like just up in my face like that. Ay, bro. And then look how much like non-existent stuff they give me. Thank you. Yeah, Ronaldo's, I don't know. I'm kind of like losing train of thought. Me trying to fight this horrible fucking boss every time I have to do this fucking run. Come on. Oh my god, I just cheesed it heavily. Zone 1 completed. No deviation from expectations. 20 minutes. How long this video is? Yeah, I guess my overall end thoughts is just that FaZe Banks, 34 years old, bro. You need to stop giving a fuck about all these haters and realize all the actual shit you've actually done for these motherfuckers. Blackboy Max talking about how he was losing control over his own shit should have been foreseen, bro. Like you're in a fucking organization in a corporate world. Like welcome to the fucking corporate world. Like I don't know what to fucking tell you, bro. Like, I don't know what Jason the Weens is. To be real, Dipper Ronaldo's. I think apology is fine. I think, you know, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't know. I think the whole situation is like the reasons of why they're like leaving the shit is kind of like lame as fuck. Like, yeah, like I feel like a lot of them are just being kind of like lame ass niggas in society. Not that like their apologies are invalid. It's just like, bro, I'm gonna take a book from Bruce and drop him off, bro. Bruce, drop him off, bro. Nobody actually gives a fuck, bro. No one actually gives a fuck for your apology videos. Like, if anything, just be like Asmongold, bro. No cap. Leave. Oh, I'm the problem. Leaving, dipping, going. You know what I'm saying? Don't even look back. Don't even talk about that shit. Fuck that. Fuck the whole thing. Fuck the system. Fuck everybody. Gone. Be like you can't be here trying to be a real ass nigga and then not being real as fuck. I feel like that's what Banks was also saying. Is that like you can't be acting like you real as fuck and then still be fake as fuck at the same time about your realism. Like, damn, I was gonna end this video right now. You know what? No, I'm gonna rant a little bit longer, right? The N-word usage, yeah, I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna come back to it. If you, bro, Ninja used the N-word on stream when he was playing what, H1Z1. He's still here, and his career bigger than what it was back then on everything. All right, Pokimane was caught using the N-word too. You think she an angel? That's the persona she try and give. Being fake as fuck. Just saying. Not being real as fuck with herself. And she probably used it behind closed doors. I'm telling you. All these motherfuckers you think, all these motherfuckers you see has used the N-word. Shit. I wouldn't be surprised if Asmongold hasn't used the N-word. At least in his brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of this, like, at the end of the day, like, that's why I said I was not gonna try to cover as much of this Trish drama. Because really, it's like, it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, it's like, man, yeah, ain't shit else going on the fucking internet, bro. I'm gonna complete this run. Not now. I'm only 23 minutes into this video. But yeah, alright. I'll see you on the next video. Darling, love y'all. See y'all next morning. Join my live stream. You feel me? And yeah, the next time you see this, we're probably not gonna be talking about this dumbass shit unless it gets funnier. Dumbass shit anymore, and we're just gonna complete the fucking run. Deuces.